why is there so much hate towards Trey Lance? One of the things that I just see everywhere is people who, one thing is questioning like, hey, is he ready to play? Yeah, of course. That's understandable that you think that. But the words that are being used, he's a bust, you know, uh, things that you're using as opinions, but or at least you should think as an opinion, you're using as facts. Not you, the viewer, but a lot of 49ers fans. It doesn't make any sense. We're starting to, put opinions and thoughts that haven't even happened. He's played 2 games, right? That's unfair, and those 2 games are not consecutive. He played early in the season and he played later, and you see the growth from the first game to the second game. Let's be fluid. Let's be level-headed. There's no reason to come out and state things like he's a bust. I mean, everything that I've seen, everything that the 49ers have talked about has been the opposite. Everything that, you want to see players grow, and you've seen that. You can see in the Texans game. He started off, a little sluggish, and then he grew. That second half, he got comfortable, and he started playing very well. And then people talk about his wobble on his throw. Those are things that I didn't see in college. Those are things that went away over time in that Texans game, because he got confident, because he got consistent, and those are things that I understand, because Jimmy Garoppolo came here and he took the 49ers out of one of the worst couple years that they had ever been in. I mean, we were very much one of the worst teams roster wise, and he came in. It felt like he lifted it once he came. His winning percentage, speaks volume, especially since you see him when he's hurt, and we have Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard. They were not very good, but like Jimmy Garoppolo is above average quarterback. I mean, those other quarterbacks, Brian Hoyer, Nick Mullins, C.J. Beathard, they're backup to potentially quarterbacks that shouldn't be in the league. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is a decent quarterback. Yeah, of course. If you add in Kyle Shanahan, the talent, yeah, it made magic. I mean, we went to the Super Bowl. We went almost to the Super Bowl again a couple weeks ago. So this talk of Trey Lance is very toxic. Like, again, if you are using your opinion and trying to speak it into facts, that's I mean, we just don't know what Trey Lance is right now, right? He's a very raw quarterback who needs to get consistent, and within playing time can develop into something, fun and sustainable. The elements that we are already seeing is like his movement in the pocket, escaping pressure, keeping his eyes downfield, getting the ball, to the right, player. Those are things that is one of the great things that we've seen so far, and added into, once week 1 comes, week 2, week 3, week 4, you're gonna see that growth, hopefully, and like I've said, there was a video I just posted. Trey Lance is coming into one of the best situations to start that you can possibly think of. I mean, I'm like Patrick Mahomes level of talent around. I'm not saying Trey Lance's talent is Patrick Mahomes, or he's gonna have a instant success like Patrick Mahomes. That's not what I'm saying. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Betting on that is a very low percentage of that happening. But Trey Lance is extremely talented. Anything that's saying that because he's a very young guy who has no experience, I mean, how are we going to create experience for him? Him not playing is not going to create experience. He's going to play this season, and he's going to get better. I mean, that's how it is. You either sink or flow. And all reports that are coming out, the 49ers love what he's developed behind Jimmy Garoppolo. It's a very slow development, of course, but it's a development. You're getting your mind ready to play. Trey Lance is going to have a leg up on a lot of these quarterbacks like Trevor Lawrence, Fields, Zach Wilson, because he was able to learn and do all the nuances of a very complicated offense with Kyle Shanahan. It's something that, I mean, we've heard it from Matt Ryan. It took him his second year to get comfortable with the system. We're hoping by, that Trey Lance has a leg up because he was able to sit and learn from Jimmy, learn the offense, learn the terminology, let the game hopefully slow down within the offense. Of course, the game speed won't happen until he plays. That's gonna take some time. But Trey Lance, I mean, let's slow down. Let's let him earn it instead of earn it good or bad. Let's let him play. I don't understand this talk right now. It's very annoying because I'm trying to stay level headed about it because I'm a huge Trey Lance fan. I liked him prior to the draft. He was one of my top, my draft crushes. I was at the 12th position before we even made the trade. He was one of my. I mean, you can look back on this channel. We have discussions with my buddy Chase. How I thought at 12, if Trey Lance had been in that area, or we can move up a little bit to get him. Of course, they moved up to 3, gave up a lot, gave up the farm to get him. And if Kyle Shanahan believes in him, and you're seeing the growth in practice, I mean, there was some leaked stuff. I definitely think we need to slow down on the Trey Lance talk and let him earn it. Because there isn't any, anything to show from it. There's only 2 games and a couple preseason games. We know his talent. He's gonna get better. So with that, I want to end on. Let's also stop with the Aaron Rodgers talk and the Tom Brady talk. Tom Brady's retired, first of all, and he's on the Bucs roster. They own his contract, and then Aaron Rodgers. Regardless if Aaron Rodgers gets traded or not, why would the Packers trade him to the 49ers? On top of, the 49ers have no picks. We have no picks in the next 2 first round. I mean, it's going to take 3 first round picks to get Aaron Rodgers. Like, what do you want us to trade our players for him? I don't understand what this talk is. And also, there's no reason for the Packers to move him here. We are one of the biggest enemies. We knocked him out of the playoffs. We did it in 2019. We've done it the past decade. The more than likely, if he gets moved, it'll be to an AFC team. There's again those trades. It takes 2 teams to agree on it. There's no reason for the Packers to agree on it. With that, tell me what you think, and if you're excited for Trey Lance, let's subscribe, please, because I'm trying to grow this channel. So have a good one.